Well, hello my friends, Time Architect here, and welcome to another episode from the Zetacraft SMP server. So in that opening time lapse, we get to see my brand new shop. Well, Ricky and I's brand new shop. I just take the credit for designing it and building it. So this is Gold Diggers. I thought it was super fitting, being the fact that this is a gold shop. So let's go inside and get a little look. Inside here we have our miner's hat, and I imagine this as being like the padding, and then you have the straps that hold the pads to the actual plastic part of the helmet, and then up here we're selling gold, and of course with any sort of Dwemer Industries policy, 16 golden carats with every purchase. And I haven't checked this, it's been on the server for a couple days, and it looks like we have some sales. Oh yes, my friends. Oh, I do love it when a plan comes together. Also, so we have some really big news. Here, let me actually, this is big enough for me to have to face this way. You know, MetroKit is now on the server. So welcome MetroKit, and we are happy to have you here. And also, you may have noticed that my icon for my channel is different, as well as on Discord. And that is thanks to Jewel Draws. She went ahead and drew that for me, and I absolutely love it. So shout out to you, Jewel. Thanks for the amazing portrait. So let's continue on with the shop. In the time lapse, you saw that there's a lower level, so we have a warning: danger track ends. Well, I probably should say danger, not warning, because it literally just drops off. But not to worry at all. There's slime blocks, and we can just bounce our way right on down. And down here, I thought I'd take a little bit of a different turn and give us like a super dark, like they broke into some sort of deep mine-like area that's ancient, and all sorts of different like living organisms down here. I thought that was a lot of fun, and we are selling all sorts of the items from the Piglin Trading Hall. And I haven't checked this since I stocked it, but I would imagine that if we're selling gold, we're probably selling some other stuff. And of course, more carrots down here. Which there's carrots missing, so hopefully that means people bought some stuff. Ah, yes, some blackstone, of course. Oh, a little bit more there. I think I did a pretty appropriate job going through and pricing these. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think. I think that I'm going to need to get some more quartz. Oh, and some nether brick, apparently. Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, yes. Yes, please. And a little bit of crying obsidian, and a little bit of regular obsidian. Fantastic. Wow, look at that profit. And of course, we're going to have to split that evenly with Ricky, of course, so we'll have to give him his share. And to get out of here, all you got to do is come right around this corner, and up and out. And there we have it. Gold Diggers. So I kind of think that I want to add some more expansion to the shops. I want to embrace my inner entrepreneur. I can't even say that right, but that's what it is. Entrepreneur. There. Words are hard, guys. I apologize. But I'm thinking I'm going to build another shop later on in this episode. And we can see a little bit of the shulker boxes over there. It's like a little spoiler as to what's to come and where it is. So what else are we going to do in this episode today? Honestly, I have no idea. I didn't really plan this episode. I just built this, and I was like, oh, I should probably make an episode. It's been a while. So let's head back. Let's get ourselves a little look at what we have done over in our area, and we have made some massive progress on our mega base, which you all saw in the last episode. And what is this? A little bit of life and a little bit of color make the world a nice place. CC the Cacti Crew. Well, life hurts apparently. Yeah, we can't be having that, because I'm officially a part of the Rose team, and the work continues to kind of work on that situation. Did I say Rose? I think I meant the Rosan tomatoes, which is like a hybrid that Boss and I have come up with. I think that is an appropriate vegetable for us to spread around on this server, which hopefully we can get our base going soon. I've already kind of worked on a little bit of the design for it, and just need to get a few more details tweaked, and then hopefully we can get that on the server. A lot of lab testing to make this hybrid tomato thing hybrid. I don't know what it is. It's cool. So I'm gonna go to sleep, and then let's go see what else we can go do on the server. Alright, my friends, I have been pacing around the shopping district, pacing, thinking, restock the gold shop, and I honestly don't know what to do in this episode. I'm just at a complete blank, no idea whatsoever. I couldn't get the slightest idea, and then you know what? It finally hit me. I should do just like a little bit of terraforming in this area to give you guys an idea of kind of what the grand vision is of the area. So we'll slide right on over here, and I think that we should go ahead and take this area and turn it into something just like this. What do you guys think? Just kind of whip this area up right quick. Let's go ahead and take ourselves a little flight right on over to it. I'm not gonna say it's pretty basic landscaping. I think it's pretty nice. So basically kind of the mood that I'm going for here is that it is like the first snow of fall has already came and is kind of melted off a little bit. So the inhabitants of this wonderful harsh land are going to need to harvest their crops up soon before the winter frost takes them out. For instance, we got this little pond right down here that's already started to ice over just a little bit. And there's just all sorts of vegetation, some of it that's dying out and on its way out due to the becoming more towards the winter time. And you know, I just had a lot of fun working on this area, putting in all sorts of like spruce and pine trees, aspens, birch, so a little bit of everything that we kind of grow in this kind of style of terrain. So you obviously saw just a clip cut of that. I think that we can go ahead and kind of go to and work a little bit together to get an idea for how I kind of come up with this terrain. So I got my boxes of stuff. I'll kind of walk you through my process here as the sun's going down for how I decorate this area. So let's actually move these shulker boxes over just a little bit, and I'll kind of walk you through my mental process here of how I go about things. So I start off with the snow, and I'll pick a kind of semi cleared out area where the trees wouldn't be blocking the snowfall. Come on, it's time to sleep. Gotta sleep. You gotta make sure you're well rested. You can't start doing any sort of landscaping if you're tired. I mean, that's just landscaping 101. Okay, nice fresh morning. I like to start off with the snow. So we picked out our area, and let's just go ahead and start off in the middle snow area. So you can kind of start off with a mound, and no really wrong way to do this. Just try not to make it look too symmetrical. Give it all sorts of cool shapes. Maybe build some up over here. Oh, okay. Stay off of it. And of course we need to wrap this area around. Go one up there. A couple there. Maybe a little bit just like that. Okay, so there's our little snow mound. And then after I get the snow mounds in, what I do next is I need to change out the soil where it would be kind of like moist from the snow, either melting or when it's just getting ready to freeze. So swap out a few blocks here to the soil, and that kind of also matches in with the riverbank that we have down here. So let's go ahead and swap that one out, just a couple, something just like that. Go ahead and put these away, and then I like to do the rock formations next. So for the rocks, you know, just kind of find a spot that looks like a good location for a boulder. Just kind of slap around a little bit of random shapes, and you know, maybe squeeze a wall in there or something, just like that. Of course, a couple slabs or something. There, oh, gotta get a little bit more elevation. And then let's just do a couple smaller rocks, like right over here. So there's one small boulder, maybe one next to the tree, put one on the shoreline, and one more right over there. Just like that. Now we can put these away, and then after that we will grab ourselves some azalea leaves. And I kind of like to use this already green area as like a guide for where to put these leaves. So it's already green underneath. Let's just slap some vegetation around, but you don't have to feel restricted to it. Just kind of put it a little bit wherever it feels right. I try not to put too many underneath the trees because the sunlight would be blocked, so they wouldn't be able to feed off the sunlight and they would eventually die out, which is why then we have the dead bushes. For ones that were here maybe before the tree got too tall, or they grew when it wasn't very full foliage or something like that. So slap those in there. And what do we got next? So we got those. Haven't done any of those berries yet. Let's go ahead and maybe kind of stick a couple mushrooms around. It seems like a good location for them. Maybe a little bit more in the darker areas. I think we won't worry about the red ones. Then after that, you gotta go through, grab yourself some grass. Maybe that. I need to get myself a pick, or sorry, a hoe. Any other blocks I'm kind of missing here? Doesn't look like it. It's kind of my general landscaping box. And then of course you just got to go ham with the grass. It just becomes so much more immersive when you have all these different elevations of grass and textures. I think that's what really kind of sells it, that you're walking around in a natural landscape, because how many landscapes do you see that just look like that? Almost none. Exactly. So grab ourselves a couple ferns, and what I do for the ferns is I like to put them right next to the shrubs and kind of act like that is the actual stem of it. So put some over there, maybe one right here, oh, right there. And once you got that, give them a bone meal. Maybe not every single one, but just bone meal a couple of these to make it a little taller, get yourself a little bit of height variation, and just add a little bit more interest. And then I do believe the last step would be to go ahead and grab yourself some buttons. You guys know me and my building style. I love my buttons, my stones, the pebbles. Just dot those all over the landscape, excuse me. Because, you know, once again, that over there does not look natural. Like this, you might be able to see this around in nature. And that's kind of like a quick little class and tutorial on how I do my landscaping. So from here, guys, I think that we should go ahead, and I promised that I was going to build another shop in today's episode, and I think this is now the perfect time to do that. So let me get these all cleaned up, get my tools mended up, get all those resources finalized, and I'll meet you guys right over in the shopping district. Here we are back over in the shopping district with all those shulker boxes that I teased at in the beginning of the episode, and we are ready to build my next shop. I am super excited with the design on this one. I had a little bit of help from the Zetas on the interior parts of it, so big old shout out to Boss and Dark Witch for giving me some pointers on the interior, but we'll check that out when that's all done. So let's get right into this time lapse. Like that, Architect and Designs is now officially open. This shop was an absolute blast to design and build. Not so much to gather the resources, but it was an absolute joy to come up with a design for this shop. Let's go ahead and take a look at this interior, which I did off camera. And looks like we have some people over here, including a geek. Oh, by the way, here is the lectern describing the shop. So it says, "Welcome to Architect and Designs, professional concept designs and contracting services. If you need help bringing a shop or base design to life, Architect and Designs is the place for you. Free consultations and satisfaction is guaranteed. Feel free to leave your name and a shop or base design you wish to bring to life. The prices are, of course, based on size of build and services required." And it looks like Geek Squeak already has reached out to us. And there's some other pages, but we won't worry about that right now. And I think I need to fix that. Oh no. I think they are trying to mess with me. Let's take a look at the interior. Went for a very like Victorian, but also like modernized. It may have been an older house that they brought back to life to open up a shop in. So we have the living room, which is just this absolutely grand space. Nice warm fire. And over here is my office where I will do all of my concept and design work right here at my computer with a keyboard, mouse, and a nice comfy chair. Going back out over here, we have a living room just kind of to enhance the natural beauty of this already amazing house. We have all this heavy crown molding and designs in the ceiling and these wallpapered walls with all of the sconces and candles and stuff like that. And then of course we have the kitchen that has very brick and this kind of old school tile backsplash and more of a white kind of space. Very, very basic, but it gets the job done. And that's really it. I didn't have enough room to put stairs for an upper floor, but I do have an outside patio to where I could probably bring in some lawn chairs or something like that and just kind of relax in the Zetacraft shopping district and come up with some amazing designs. So since I already have my first customer, I might have to get in touch with Geek and figure out what exactly he's thinking for a shop design. But that's going to have to wait for another episode because unfortunately I am out of time today. I do hope that you guys enjoyed today's episode. I got so much building done and I am so far behind schedule. I just need to hurry up and get this thing out. So if you haven't already, be sure to click that like button and subscribe if you're new. And until next time, my friends, it's the Time Architect on the Zetacraft server, and I hope you guys have a good one. See you, everybody.